welcome everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for finances for the 21st of June. Now I haven't done a financial reading for a while, so I thought I'd just pop on and give us we'll just do a little quick update. I've got Sprocket here on the bed and Sophie is down here, so hopefully they won't interrupt too much. They've had a bushwalk, so they're pretty tired today. So we'll just get started and see what comes up. Oh, I've got to hold his hand. I've always got to hold his hand. Oh my gosh, you guys must laugh at this dog. Okay. Now there's a lot of like swirling. Oh, I'm going to hold his hand. There's a lot of information kind of swirling around. Now I'm definitely getting that, and it's becoming very, very confusing. When it comes to finances, I feel like everybody, this is globally, is very, very confused about what the heck is going on. Where's this going? Where's this heading? Why does our life feel so out of control? It feels like we can't, it feels like we can't get a handle on things. Like the reasons that they're giving us for things happening are not making any sense. Like even to us as people who are awake, I know if you're watching my videos, or Sprocket, or if you're watching my videos, none of this is adding up. It's just not adding up. They keep changing the story. They change the narrative. They're sort of dodging and weaving and going in and out. We know the global leaders are certainly trying to pave their way forward with the financial rollouts, but this is becoming Sprocket. Oh, my dogs. Excuse my dogs. They're so ridiculous, aren't they? This is becoming very strange to everybody now. Like, what the hell is going on? You know, we're hearing about crypto, we're hearing about Bitcoin, we're hearing about all this sort of stuff, but it's not sort of, it's like it's on the horizon, but we're kind of not there yet. So I'm definitely getting that at the moment. There's a lot of confusion going on financially. I'll just see where else we go with the finances today. God, I'm really getting that people are like scraping at the barrel now. Like we knew, like a lot of you guys watching my channel, we knew a lot of this. Oh, my dogs are so high maintenance. I'm sorry. We knew a lot of this was coming. We knew we were going to get hit with these things. So we were prepared. But now they're saying that people are really scraping the barrel. So they're, you know, really things are getting really tight for people out there now. They're having to really dig deep and find those like extra coins. Like it's even showing me like people going through their kids' piggy banks just to kind of keep afloat. Like, you know, it's getting crazy, isn't it? We've all got to admit that it's getting crazy. So people are really scraping at the barrel. Now, if things move too much more, this is going to really cause people's lives to collapse, and it's not going to be great. It's going to be bad. We know that's coming. People are going to go under, whether it be businesses, whether it just people have to foreclose on their mortgages. This is the sort of stuff that's going to start happening now. And I believe in the next few months we're going to see a lot of this happening. A lot of people being interviewed on shows or on the news. They'll be on the news because they love fear and drama, and we know how that goes. And financially it's all doom and gloom, and so they're going to paint an even worse picture, even though it's pretty bad. The picture's pretty bad, isn't it? But they're going to paint a worse picture, of course, because we need more fear in people. So they just look at the government to be saved. Please save us. This is what they want to happen. These government and parliamentary leaders, they want to, again, look like the saviors when it comes to finance. You know, we all know, and I know you guys know out there about the, you know, one world government and the centralized banking system they're all trying to bring out. We know where it's all headed, but of course they've got to go through the steps so that other people sort of get very desperate and lean on them again for help. Like, you know, the pandemic, when they're in a crisis, who do we turn to? We turn to the government. And if we're in a financial crisis, we turn to the government. Oh, anyway, I'm getting that same kind of I'm sure you guys are thinking the same thing. This is sounding like a repetitive story, but now it's like becoming all about finance. But a lot of the things are like on the horizon. Now, I do feel that a lot of this is kind of hearsay. You know, I know it's going on. There's a lot of cryptocurrency, there's a lot of Bitcoin, there's all these things, but it's really not affecting a lot of our lives as yet. We're still managing on the old system, and we've still got our little bit of cash. I know for you guys, we try and keep the cash flowing, don't we, to keep it in circulation. But, you know, and people are still, you know, using their own money at the moment, and we're using our cards. But I do feel like this system is going to get a big shake up. Like, it's going to be, I know it's going to be kind of taken from us, but they're implementing, oh God, it's like they're taking from Peter and giving to Paul. Is that the saying? I think that's the saying. Robbing Peter, giving to Paul, or something like that. So they're robbing the little people and they're giving it to the wealthy people. That's basically the imagery that I'm getting. It's kind of, oh no. That's the imagery I'm getting. They're going to start robbing from the, virtually, we know this is government and parliamentary leaders, they're going to start robbing people of their, I guess you could kind of call it status, but it's their assets and the things that they own and the things that they've worked for and the things that they've, you know, really worked hard for. They're going to start to do this kind of taking of it. All the while building up their own wealth, they're showing me giant mounds of gold coin and like a big treasure trove over here for the elite, because they're going to be the ones reaping all the benefits from it. You know, if we think about, you know, interest and all this stuff. I talked the other week about how half of them, I don't think, even pay tax, which I'm pretty sure they don't. And we'll all be over here, you know, working on the chain gang, because that's the imagery I'm getting financially, is they want us all working on the chain gang. They want us to be regimented. They want us doing as we're told. They want us all under control and all lined up. Like, they're showing me the chain gang, people's legs chained together, banging the hammers on the old rail line, you know, that kind of imagery. And that's what they want. They want us to just be producing for them and working on that chain gang, and they're going to be the ones reaping the benefit. And that's pretty much the financial plan. It's really not that complicated, is it? Whether it comes to fruition or not is a whole other story, but that's definitely the vision that they have for all of us, which, you know, comes back to working for big corporations and doing as we're told, and complying, of course, and, you know, being told what to do. I'm definitely getting that. You know, that chain gang's going to be about trying to get everyone working for big corporations. And all the while, the big leaders and everything are going to be reaping all the benefits. So that's the financial plan, basically, right there, which is, sounds pretty basic, doesn't it, actually? Except we don't have any input into it at all. I'll just see where else we go with this today. Yeah, I'm definitely getting, you know, people are going to make a stand about these finances. These finances are really starting to hurt people. People are going to hit rock bottom, and they're not going to be too proud to stand up. That's what I'm getting. Not for us, not for us. If you're watching my channel, we've done ours, we're over here. But these people are now getting too greatly affected to not stand up and do something. All the wealth and the things they've created, they're going to start to lose these things. See, what you've got to remember too is a lot of people during those lockdowns also touched their super. A lot of people, I'm sure it happened where you guys were, they dug into their super to keep themselves afloat with businesses and all this sort of stuff. And now there's nothing left. They've got nothing left in their own pool of money, some people. So this is going to drag people down to that real breaking and tipping point where they're going to have to stand back up. And that's what we want. We want them to rise up. They have to rise up and face these things head on. What, are you going to just lay down on the ground and go into the depths of depression and not be able to feed your kids and all this sort of stuff and help your family? You know, people get to breaking point, but then they seem to find that inner strength. You know, it's like us. We found our inner strength around the CV virus and the jabs and things like that, and fighting against tyranny and dictatorship. But these people now are going to really start to find that inner strength around finance, because they've got no choice. They're being taken down to the depths of being broke, I guess you could call it. I'll just see where else we go with this today. Now they're showing me like a note, and it's an American note, and it's got, I think it's George Washington. I don't know, is that an old note? Maybe it is. But I'm getting like, they're showing me like George Washington on this note, paper like note, and he's even like shocked. It's like this shocked face on the note. So he's like shocked where the money and where the finances are going, and like what's happening here. You know, there's all this confusion here. So there's definitely, I'm feeling like the cash is definitely being phased out now. I feel like it's going to be phased out pretty soon, actually. I do believe that they're showing me like the note with George Washington on it, and it's going to be like framed, and it's going to be like in a museum. And this is looking ahead, obviously, but you know, money, and I suggest for some of you that you put some of the notes away for your kids. If you've got a few notes or coins and things, put them away in a tin for them for down the track, because you know that's going to become a part of history now. Paper money and plastic money and things like that, they're going to become obsolete, so they're going to become a thing of the past. So I'm definitely getting this George Washington note. I don't know which bill. Is it $100 bill or maybe? I don't know. I don't live in America. But I'm definitely getting that this is going to be in a beautiful frame, and it's going to be like in a museum, and people are going to look back and they're going to go, oh, I remember when we had paper money. Yeah, I remember that. And it's so we know this is happening. Money is being, like, concrete money is being phased out and obviously replaced digitally. We know that. And this is what I'm getting, like, for the little people, which is all of us, where our monetary system is going to not be tangible. It's going to be like this invisible money, and it's going to not really be sort of, well, it's going to be a currency, but it's going to be like, they're showing me like a Monopoly game. And, you know, you have the paper money, and then you might own a few properties, like, you know, you might get the Strand, or is it Oxford Street or something like that. And then once the game's over, you might end up like really wealthy and everything. But then they're showing me the guides that once the game's over, you just shut the board and put it all away, and then you're all back to square one again. So this is what I'm kind of getting for the little people, which is all of us, middle class, lower class people, but not for the elites. The elites are playing a whole different board game. I'll just see where we go with this, but they're not on our board game. We're on a different board game where our money is going to be in, like, not tangible. It's not concrete. It's invisible. But not for the elites. Their wealth is going to be expanding, like, beyond belief. They're showing me, you know, all this wealth that they're creating, but theirs is going to be, like, tangible. So, you know, we're all going to be over here working on the chain gang, but their money's going to become tangible, and it's going to turn into things like penthouses, huge villas on the, you know, Moroccan coast looking over the beachfront. This is the kind of stuff, you know, beautiful jewelry, living that life of total opulence. Oh, and not to forget the private jets they're going to be flying around on. This is their vision. They're going to have the wealth, and the invisible money that we're all making is going to turn into tangible assets and things for these elite global leaders. And that's been the plan the whole time, is for them to sit up on their perches and look over the little kingdom that they're, you know, starting to run. So I'm getting even that show. There's a kids show called Little Kingdom. Oh my God. And I think it's actually set, you know, up on the hill. You can look down at the little people and everything. But, you know, that's how they see us. They see us as this little kingdom that they're running. It's just horrible, isn't it? These tyrants. Honestly, nobody put them in charge, but they're trying to just build their wealth, and they're, you know, and I always talk about it's not just about money, it's about power too, because money sort of comes with power. When you think of someone who's very powerful, you instantly just think wealth and money. You know, it sort of goes hand in hand with that, doesn't it? So I'm definitely getting that today, that, you know, ours is all going to become invisible, and we're not really going to have much to show for it. and we're going to be working damn hard for all these big corporate industries, and you know, as we know, small businesses dying. So the elites are going to be having a great old life. Well, this is their vision. It's not our vision. I didn't say it was our vision at all, but this is where they think they're going to take the finances. I'll just see what else we get, or if there's any closing messages today. Yeah, it's happening. They're saying people won't even need wallets and purses anymore. They're really pushing the one card for everything. And it's like, this is, you know, for finance, this is for identification, this is for everything. You can just have your card. So now they're showing me, like, for a woman, they're just going to have like a side to put your card on and a side to put your lipstick on. And that's it. There's going to be no coin purses. The wallets, men are just going to have this little thing that they can put in there. Oh, this is just what they're showing me. That you can have this little pouch thing that you put in there that just holds your ID card with your photo and everything on it. And everything's on there. You just zap it and it shows that you've got your driver's license on there. You've got your age, your proof of everything on there. You've got your banking system on there. Everything's going to be on this one card that you just flash. And it's going to be universal. Don't even doubt that that's coming out. And this is a lot to do with finance as well. But it's showing me this like really simplifying of things. Like the coins are going to be gone. You know, they're showing me like the no bulky items financially. It's all going to be very, very thin. A very thin card, I would say. A digital ID card, no doubt at all. So they're definitely giving me that, you know, this financial structure is gonna, it's a system that's gonna connect to everything. So everything's gonna be connected, everything, our ID, all our information, health, it's all gonna, you know, we're not gonna have a Medicare card, we're not gonna have this card, we're not gonna have that card. Everything's gonna go on this one sort of platform, I guess you could call it. And that's where we're headed, like definitely financially, but this is going to just contain everything. And look, there's going to be people that'll love that because they'll think, oh, that's great. I won't have to carry all my cards. And, you know, people have no idea that all this information that's going to be like taken from us is going to be shared. They have no idea. You know, they just think, oh, it's all safe, you know. But I guess time will tell. And we'll see where all this is headed. I'll see if there's any closing messages today. I'm getting this imagery today that it's going to be like this triangle of credit. So for some reason there's going to be this triangle of credit. They're sort of showing me, it's like, I guess you could say it's like a pyramid shape, but it's going to be this triangle of credit. So it's almost like the triad of credit. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? That reminds me of like Illuminati stuff when you think about that sort of triangle, doesn't it? But anyway, it's the triangle of credit. Sorry, my low battery sign came up then. I hope that didn't affect the video. So I'm definitely getting this triangle. I'll just see what we get with the triangle. Oh, what? And this is like the credit scoring. So this is the triangle. So what you're achieving, what you're putting out, you know, when we think about what you're achieving, you know, what are you doing with your life? Where are you going? Have you set goals? Then you're going to have the, like, what's your output? Like, what are you giving out in your community? What are you doing that's productive to society? And then there's going to be the credit outcomes. So these are the this is that triangle. It's like, you know, what you're doing, what you're achieving, and then what you're sort of putting out, what you're earning. It's all these kind of things that come together and make this completion. So then you get your credit. You do this, you do that, then you get your credit. So I'm getting this triangle around this credit scoring system for some reason. And I guess that'll be interesting to see what comes with that. But I'm definitely getting that that triad kind of credit scoring system. You know, what you're definitely putting out And this will come back, of course, to emissions, finance, everything's going to be interconnected. And this is long term. This isn't going to just happen overnight. Some things will, but not everything. I'll just see if there's a last message. Oh, there's going to be some real big financial foreclosures. And it won't be just little people with their houses either and things. There's going to be businesses like big building companies going under. For example, they're saying like Australian businesses that have been going for years and years and years are going to go under because they just can't financially. It's not viable. And this will happen globally as well, not just here. So look, I'm going to leave you with that today. It's just some things to think about financially moving forward. Take care. Have a great day, everybody. I'll say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great day. Bye from Australia. Bye.